Well, hello everybody and welcome to Jeff's Baking Blog. Today I'm going to make some chickpea coconut dal, a lovely spicy recipe from Asia really, and it has lentils in because it's a dal, and it's actually very easy to make, and there's no dairy or meat products, animal products in this whatsoever, so it's a vegetarian stroke vegan recipe, and as I said, it's very easy to make. So the first thing to do is to go on to the ingredients. And for the ingredients I have one 400 gram, which is a 14-ounce can of chickpeas, which I have drained. So that's just that I've discarded the aquafaba liquid that they are in. I have a 400 gram can of coconut milk. 400 grams is 14 ounces if I didn't mention that. I have one onion which I have chopped quite roughly, and to cook off that onion I have about a tablespoon of oil. I have 300 grams which is 2.5 cups of red lentils which I have washed and drained. 150 grams which is about 10.5 ounces of baby spinach. 750 millilitres which is 3 cups plus 2 tablespoons of vegetable stock. I have 2 garlic cloves which I have minced, and then I have my spices, and for the spices I have 6 grams 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, 6 grams 2 teaspoons of ground ginger, 6 grams 2 teaspoons of ground coriander, 3 grams 1 teaspoon of chili powder, and 3 grams 1 teaspoon of ground turmeric. I also have here about a tablespoon or so of lemon juice, which I'm going to add in at the end. It's frozen and thawing out at the moment because I had spare lemon juice which I put into an ice cube tray. And then I'm going to use some coriander to go on the top. And that's all the ingredients. And the first thing we need to do is to soften our onions. So I've put my oil into my saucier, and I'm going to put the onions in, and I'm going to cook those quite gently for 5 or 6 minutes until they've softened. They don't need to colour, they just need to soften nicely. So with my onions softening nicely, I'm going to cook off my spices as well. So I'm going to put those into the pan and stir those through, and I'm going just to add maybe about a tablespoon of water, and I'm going to cook those for a couple of minutes just to get those flavours released. And with the spices cooking like that, I'm going to add in my garlic, and I'm just going to cook that briefly. And then I'm also going to add in the coconut milk. I'm going to stir that through, And then I'm going to add in the chickpeas, and I'm going to cook that for about a minute. Now I should say that I haven't mentioned any salt in this recipe, but you can taste it, and if you want to put salt in, you can put salt in. And then I'm going to add in my lentils as well. I'm just going to break those up because they've been sitting drained for a while. And as I break those up, I'll add in my vegetable stock. I'm going to bring that to the boil, and as that just starts to come to the boil, I'm going to cook that, letting it boil gently for 25 to 30 minutes until the lentils are cooked all the way through. And once that's happened, I'll come back and we'll add the spinach in. I've cooked my chickpea dal for 25 minutes, and then for some reason the camera didn't turn on, but I put in my spinach and let that wilt down and added my lemon juice. So that's what it looks like now, and that's ready to serve. So I've just put a little amount of it in a bowl, and I've chopped up some fresh coriander, which I'm going to sprinkle on the top, and that's ready to serve. So I'll have a taste of that. That's very, very good. It has that lovely spicy hit on the back of the throat. Chickpeas give texture, as do the lentils, but the lentils break down during the cooking, so the chickpeas add that extra little bit of texture. So this is very, very nice indeed, and you can serve this with something like naan bread, or even a baguette basically, or any bread. Or you can serve it over rice. It's entirely up to you. So this is a very easy recipe, and it doesn't take very much time at all, but it's very rewarding to eat. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up below and click to subscribe to my YouTube channel. In the top right hand corner of the screen there will be an eye that you can click on, and that will take you to a link for the recipe, and I'll put a link below the video as well, and I'll be back with another recipe in the very near future. So until then, happy baking.